but if it's free, it's not stealing. So what do we need for the pastries and stuff?
Well, I know, considering the innuendos, I'm now incredibly uncomfortable.
Boing, boing, boing.
That...
Boing, boing, boing. As bouncy as your mama's ass, chat. Look at that. Boing, boing, boing. This week, we have a special guest. He is also an Oni, just like me, and we have Bones. Oh my god.
Hey, everybody.
My name is Markiplier, and welcome back to Undertale.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me. I'm glad I made it. I just got done a couple days ago. I escaped from being captured, and I was...
Wow, what an intro. Wait, what happened? I wanted to get everything ready because I anticipated that yesterday, New Year's Day, is gonna be closed. So I was fighting against all the grandmas, shoulder to shoulder. I was like elbowing everybody in the face to get to like all the groceries and produce that I needed to get to. I was fighting for my life for this collab box. You need to understand this. Like, look at my carrot. I think it's because it's New Year's. Everything has to be very long because it symbolizes like longevity and long life. So there's no regular carrot. They have carrots like 2 meters tall, but I shit you not. There's no regular length anything. Everything is very, very long.
It reminds me of that line from Shrek. What does he say? Do you think he's compensating for something?
I'm definitely not. This is literally the shortest one. I really tried, Chad. This is average.
Oh wow, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay, so this might sound like a stupid question to ask, considering I'm supposed to know how to cook. But what is the difference between lard and suet?
I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't know.
Okay, so this says purimalado, which just means that it's lard. It's like squeezable. So we have lard for one of it. However, because I didn't really know the difference between suet and lard, I did procure something from the grocery store. Stealing is a very strong word, okay? I don't like the word to steal, but if it's free, it's not stealing. Like, you know how when you do yakiniku, they give you like the little... So I was like, can I steal 75 of these? Because we need 75 grams. And I was like, how far can I manage
Terrible
before
behavior.
someone
How
kicks me
dare you.
out?
I mean, they are free, so I want. It's like there's that. It's like that question of like, you know, I go to the bathroom in a restaurant. Technically, the soap.
It's free
When you go to the bathroom.
Yes.
What's to stop me?
All right, so what do we need for the pastries and stuff?
Hell if I know. I don't know. I don't know how to make pastry from scratch. So for the suet pastry, sieve flour into a mixing bowl so 250 grams of plain flour. So if you're just making it for 2, I guess that'd be 125 grams of plain flour. Nowhere else in the recipe mentions suet, so I'd say go for the
75 grams
and then
of
a pinch of
lard.
and then a pinch of salt.
That's a stiff lard. It's like
That's a stiff. Oh my god.
oh dear. Wow, I've never seen lard like this before. It's I was like, is it gonna drop down at any moment? What
A
else?
pinch of baking powder as well.
Oh, baking powder. Okay. Don't watch me wash my carrot, chat, please. This is really awkward. Maybe I should have watched this earlier.
I am watching this and I am resisting the urge to make a joke. I am a professional and I don't know if I could make any kind of comment. Considering the innuendos, I'm now incredibly uncomfortable.
It's like shaving it so slowly because I can't shave it any faster because it's so wiggly on the bottom.
No! I've never played Kingdom Hearts, but that's one of my favorites out of context clips is when Mickey is wearing like the shadow robes and he walks in to Sora and Goofy and he's like, "Say fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness?" It's like just out of context. I can't imagine what that must be about.
Say fellas, did somebody mention the door to darkness?
I love how even in like the pot, even in the baking tray, you've arranged the carrots and the celery and the onion like separately. You know, it looked beautiful before you put it in. Do you know I had the worst idea ever once when I was cooking? I wanted to make chicken breast and I didn't have anything to like properly season it with. Like I was out of a lot of stuff. Do you know the only thing I had left was chili flakes? And I coated this entire chicken breast in nothing but chili flakes. It was very crusty and crispy on the outside, which was quite nice, but it did kill me. It was a bit of a silly idea.
Okay, I'm kind of like going off the rails a little bit, but I noticed I had a little like nub of onion, so I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna use the onion and soak up some of that beef fat.
No, I was gonna say,
realized that there's a lot
if
of
you're
beef
worried
fat in
about
there.
not having enough if you're worried about not having enough beef mince, including some onion and like a bit of diced onion, lots more sort of like that great oniony flavor, savory flavor. That's a really, really nice way of using up some leftover onion. I love it.
Look at this one.
Mushrooms!
I'm gonna be using some mushroom to kind of absorb some of that extra grease.
Oh, we need some of that. Oh, some of that umami, some of that meaty flavor. The mushrooms are gonna go so well in this. Well, like when I've been to London, for example, on the underground, if you're getting an escalator, you must stand on the left-hand side of the escalator because people who are in a rush want to walk down or up the right-hand side of the escalator. If I've ever been in a rush and I'm going on the underground and I'm going on one of these escalators, someone is stood idly on the right-hand side, not thinking about other people, I get so angry so fast. I will literally go up and be like, excuse me, like they haven't, like they probably don't even know.
No, that is your God-given right, Vox. You say excuse me with all the heart and fire in your soul, okay? You let them have it, okay? That is your God-given right.
I remember once I was getting a train and there was this guy on the platform and he was like, he seemed really chill. Like he had like a really cool outfit on, he was dancing and he had like his tunes on, he was blasting his tunes, but it's like, it didn't feel like he was being obnoxious. Like he was just in his own little world and I was like, man, this guy seems cool. And then the door for the train opens and he actively, boom, straight through two people trying to get off. And I was like, oh, right. Okay, never mind. Nothing is sacred and now I'm upset again. How is the meal going at the moment? So what point are we up to with the meal now? I'm curious.
We should probably make the gravy, the liqueur. The liqueur, and we
that
can
is
probably
correct.
Get the mashed potatoes going as well at the same time.
So the recipe is about fish stock from cubes, but you've got the fish stock from, I would imagine, from the eel, right?
Just not the eel. I actually got like some scraps from like the
oh, good. Okay.
Butcher guy. So I just have the stock that's like oh, you can't see it. You can see it on the main camera, but it's
excellent. I mean, that's pretty good. So it begins with that, and then you would thicken it with some flour, making sure that it's not lumpy, and then you would need some parsley. Do you have parsley, or do you have something else?
I do. I'm not sure what kind you're looking for, but this just says parserico.
Parsley. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, definitely.
Which is like little parsley.
With a liquor, all you gotta do is get a parsley, bang it in there, right? With your fish stock, typically made with fish stock.
Right. It's gonna be bloody lovely, bruv. Do you want to see the jellied eel that I managed to get my hands on? I think you're gonna love it.
Yes. Really?
Okay.
Let me see.
But you promised me you're not gonna like just drop off the call and unfriend me right away.
Of course.
You gotta give me a fighting chance, okay? In Japan, it's actually really hard to get raw eel, even like live eel. It's very hard. So what I did was I made my own jellied eel out of unagi. Because it's already like seasoned the like Japanese unagi way, I want to keep like the flavor profiles consistent. So I actually, instead of using like lemon juice, I think traditionally for jellied eel they use like lemon juice or something. Instead of that, I got some dashi and I gelatinized it and then I put the unagi. So I'm sure it's gonna be exactly the same. I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
I don't
you like it, right?
really know what I was expecting. I will say this. I really have to applaud your ingenuity.
Like, look how like it's so like boing boing boing.
That
boing, boing, boing. As bouncy as your mama's ass, chat. Look at that. Boing boing boing. That's good, right? That's jellied eel, right? Let me taste it.
The jellied eels that I know, I don't know if that's how it works. Well, it might. I mean, it's close. I will give you that. It is close. Oh, woo! Wow! Very nice.
She a beauty.
I love that you've done the scoring in the middle is very, very good. I like that a lot.
For the sauce, does it go over everything or just the mashed potatoes?
Yep, goes all over everything. Over the pie, over the mash, over all of it.
I might have got a little heavy-handed on the flour, so it could be a little bit thick, but it's kind of like gravy, question mark.
Oh, that looks really good. Yeah. And it's funny because it's like, it almost feels like you shouldn't, but that's sort of that messy parsley all over everything.
Yeah, boy.
All right, fellow Brits in the chat. I don't really know, but does it? I also have the
Minus
jellied eel. Hey!
minus the unagi rather than eel. This is this looks pretty good to me. Honestly, I'm quite satisfied with how you've done this. I can't wait to hear how it tastes. See, I can see a bit of it. I can see the mince. The mince on the inside looks very good.
Pastry is very flaky though. It's like holding its shape. Let me grab a little. Let me try to get it at the camera.
Make sure you get
right
plenty
there.
of mash on the spoon as well, on the fork as well. I think you got it. That looks... Oh, I'm actually gonna go... I want that so bad. I want that so... I'm so hungry now. Oh, you've slayed this. This is so good.
This is gonna be a big bite, so
Beef
just
mince.
give me a second.
Mash, lekker, jelly deals. Simple as.
You know what? It's good pie. It's seasoned beef. Mashed potato. No one's ever had any qualms with mashed potatoes. It's a really good parsley gravy, if you will. We don't talk about the eel. Forgot about that. Okay, Oni bro, you don't have to try the eel if you don't want to, but try everything else. I actually think you'll quite like it. Will Oni bro like it? Is the question, and you guys can stare at my jellied eel because I'm gonna try a little bit of it. This is why I became a VTuber, to eat cursed jellied eels.
Is that not it? Is that not it?
It's so chewy.
So chewy. How does it taste?
It's so chewy. Jellied eel. I can taste the British. It's so good.
It's good, is it? You don't sound like you like it.
It's so good. I love the British. Oh, Onibro gave the rest of the dish 8.5. Pretty good. And here we have our completed dish. We made pie and mash with Giri's spin on jellied eel. Vox has been absolutely great, and make sure to check out all his links in the description down below, and follow him, do all those things, watch him on YouTube. And Vox, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a wonderful time, and I am really jealous that you're gonna get to eat the rest of this, and I really hope that it makes me want to pop out and grab some pie and mash myself. It's been wonderful to be here. Thank you so much.
All right, I'll see you in the next video, chat. Bye.
Bye.